Hey everybody, this is Mike1217, welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda, the Minish Cap. And we are gonna go fight the dungeon boss of the Cave of Flames. In this episode, last time we stumbled through the second half of the dungeon. Just to get to this point, we got the boss key, so we're all ready to go fight the boss. And we're taken into this strange looking room with the hole going down to what looks to be lava. I kinda don't want to go down there. Let's just stay up here. Let's just stay up here and hope the boss will just give us the element. No? Oh yeah, we got a fairy, so... I do have a fairy in a bottle, so I don't really have to worry about any of that. Though I don't think I'm gonna die here. This isn't that hard of a boss. Let's see what exactly it is. Oh my god, it's a dragon! Da 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 da. Okay, so here's our boss. He has kind of a spiky back on him. And what you have to do, I mean, if you use your Zelda logic, you have to use your main item from the dungeon to actually hurt the boss, and that's what you do. You use your cane of Packy, flip his little shell on his back over, and then it will flip out on him and then hurt him, and then he'll lay his head down for you to walk up to, and then you can slice him on the back. Now, when his back is red like that, it's flashing red right now, you can't use your cane on him. So keep that in mind. Whenever he's like spitting out his fire, he's invulnerable for the time being, but you know, it doesn't take very long. Now, this is one of the few areas in the game where I actually would not have the sword equipped. I like to get my Gust Jar as the other item along the cane. Actually, I'm going to switch that with A. It just feels better to have that on A. And some of the few areas... Okay, this is really annoying. This is why I like to have my Gust Jar out, so I don't run into all this fire all the time. Because that's really the most annoying part about this boss fight, is that he lays down just so much fire, and it's nice to get rid of it. So yeah, this is where I will have my Gust Jar and my cane on me at the same time, and then I just equip my sword for this, because that's... Wow. I only sliced him twice there, and he went back in. That's weird. Yeah, and then these rocks will fall from the ceiling, and now the lava's kind of expanding. I hope it doesn't expand too far. Get away from me! Ugh. Okay, so it'll do that a couple times. It'll expand out to the very edge of the room. But yeah, like, as you go throughout the fight, he'll add more and more fire to the outside of the arena, and it can get really annoying to traverse this thing. Oh, stop it! Stop shooting fire at me, that's not nice. And yeah, this is gonna get really annoying. I should just stop worrying about it and just try to hit him. Just try to avoid this. Ah, jeez. I mean, it is really tough to get to the sides of them. I'm actually really getting my ass handed. Oh, wow, my cane's not equipped. Ugh. That's what this double item system is not working for. Oh, come on, turn around! Jeez, I shot the wrong direction. Okay, this is terrible. You can get hard. Oh my god. Okay, I did this earlier, and oh my god, this is awful. This is the most awful performance. This is terrible. This boss. I said this boss isn't that bad. I'm not gonna die on him, and there I go. I died on him. Our first death. Even though it's not really an official death, because we haven't, like... Oh my goodness. Okay, we need to stop... This is pathetic! This is the worst performance ever I've had on this boss. I think because I'm just too worried about trying to get rid of the fire. So let's just shut up about that stuff and focus on the boss. I think that's why. I'm too focused on doing commentary on this. I need to actually fight this thing. This really isn't that bad. I mean, the main thing that makes it really easy is that this fire that he spits out gives you a lot of hearts, like, non-stop. Okay. Yeah, this two item system's actually not working out for me right now because I keep forgetting to switch them. He switches sides so quickly. Because you can't get him from the front with your cane. And I cannot believe I died on this, and I hope I don't die, like, officially on this. That would be terrible. Okay, he's gonna expand out after his rocks fall. These aren't that hard to avoid. Oh wow, this thing's coming out really quickly now. Or it seems like it's coming out really quickly. I don't know if this actually is. Usually if you stay on these corners, you won't get hit by the rocks at all. That's just something, that's one of those weird things I've noticed. Okay, get my cane ready so I don't forget again. Maybe I shouldn't be out in front of him when he's shooting out fire, huh? That would be nice. A good thing to do is use your roll. That would get you to its sides. Oh, there has to be a little fire thing in my way, doesn't it? Okay, this should be the last hit. So we just slice the hell out of him! Oh no, you gotta be kidding me. That should be the last hit. Ugh. Okay, so she should be close. And I want this to be over with because this has been a terrible run of this. Okay, get your cane out. God damn it, man. Oh, shit. Okay, just... Wow, yeah, see, this is what can... Get rid of all this. He just keeps adding more to it. He keeps adding more fire to the fire. This is a terrible... I'm in a terrible spot right now. Look at this. This is awful. Okay, let's just get out of this. I'm running through his fire. Okay, come on, come on, come on. Turn around, turn around, turn around. There we go. Not the... Oh, you gotta be... No, don't do this to me. Okay, get the... Oh, he's gonna go back down. Oh my god. I'm almost in the point where this is almost impossible because he's... This is really pissing me off now. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I did so good on this last time. Oh, jeez. This is... I'm gonna die. I'm actually gonna die on this. Oh wait, no I won't. Sword. Okay, this is gonna be the last hit. And one sword slice is all it took. Wow, that was by far the worst performance I've ever had in that boss. Ugh, man. Alright, so once he's dead, the lava will go away, and our second element will appear. This is the fire element. We'll add it to our collection, along with the earth element. And you got the fire element. Flames bring light to darkness and warmth to all. Fire element is the embodiment of that power. Alrighty. So up here we have our next heart container. Gonna need another heart container after that. Definitely. Now we have 6. Actually, I think we're close to getting a 7th. I think we have 3/4. We're pretty good on heart pieces right now, too. Oh, that was hot. Yeah, you bet that was hot. Yeah, I bet I turned you on with that sexy dragon slaying. Even though that was the worst dragon slaying I've ever had. Ugh. Alright, so let's shrink down and go back into Malari's mines and see if he has our sword finished. After all the time we spent in there, he should have it done by now. Yeah. He's just like, what took you so long? Yeah, I felt like I was there for a long time for that dungeon. But regardless, we're done with it and we get our next sword, the white sword. This is our level 2 sword. There are a lot of sword upgrades in this game. And it gets upgraded pretty frequently, considering how few dungeons there are in this game. So it probably won't be too long before we get our next upgrade. Pretty much after every dungeon you get an upgrade to this thing. So, Malari is actually talking about the Elemental Sanctuary, which is located in Hyrule Castle. So we're gonna be going there immediately next. So, okay, enough of your dialogue, you're talking too much. But really quickly, there's a few kinstones I want to fuse here, just to get them out of the way, so I don't have to revisit this place a whole lot later. Even though I probably will regardless. But the only one that I can do right now is in this room over here. And this guy makes a something appear on Mount Krenel, and that is a gold enemy, a gold Tektite. And I'm not gonna go for that right now because I'm full on rupees. Because the reward you get from those are rupees. And what the gold enemies are is that they're faster versions of their normal counterparts, and they take a lot more hits to kill, and they're just in general really tough to kill. And once you do kill them, you'll get like a huge amount of rupees, like I think like 50 or 100, something like that, a huge amount of rupees. Which is why I'm not going to kill that one right now. I'll come back for it later if I need rupees. Really, for Kinstone fusions that lead to rupees, I'm not going to be going for them a whole lot unless I actually do need the rupees. And that's just the plan. If they lead to heart pieces, I'm definitely going to go for those. In fact, I think I opened one up last time in Hyrule Castle Town, or not Castle Town, or not in, that's the wrong game, but Hyrule Castle, that little area. So, I don't think I can do that right now because it's blocked off. But, let's just get our asses out of here. I'm tired of Mount Chrono, we've been here for too long, it feels like. Man, okay, so, back out to the field. And the thing you're going to be noticing as you go throughout the overworld is there'll be a lot more places you can access because of the Kanapaki. For example, you'll find these holes, and you'll be finding a lot of these holes throughout the overworld that you can use your cane on and flip up to and get up to areas that you couldn't before doing the second dungeon, and hitting this switch will actually make that bridge appear. And now we can easily get to North Hyrule Castle without having to go through the town, even though that wouldn't have been that much of a hassle anyway, but still, it's unlocking a new little shortcut. And something you're going to notice as you go throughout the game is that that it'll seem like it'll take a long time to get to a certain area, but then you'll find like one little thing that you can activate, and then you'll make a nice shortcut appear, and then it eventually becomes really easy to navigate Hyrule in this game once you get further into it and get more items. Alright, so the Hyrule Castle Garden is blocked off by these guard guys. The staircase that we opened with the Kinstone fusion earlier in like the last episode, I can't get to right now because these guys blocking it off, so we'll have to come back here later for that. That should be a heart piece. And yeah, I was like, oh, do I look alright? Yeah, you look fine. You're on top of my head after all. And I always look fine. Alright, so let's continue on. And find this elemental sanctuary that Malaru was talking about. Let's go up here. And we get to talk to the king again. Hello, Stone Zelda, how are you doing? The king you can fuse with, and he'll lead to a heart piece, but I don't think we have the right kinstone, do we? No, we don't. Okay. But he says, "You have returned. Welcome. Do you gather all the elements?" And then we're talking about Sanctuary. He says, "There's no such thing in my castle." All right. Well, we'll prove you wrong. There actually is such a thing, and what we have to do is just go down this staircase. Here and through this doorway to this nice middle courtyard area, and ooh, like a lowy door. Ooh. Yeah, it must be a sanctuary in there, so let's go on inside. This place is really cool, by the way, so I'm gonna talk very minimally here, just as respect. Actually, let's whisper. Okay, we gotta be respectful. Ooh, what's this? It's a pedestal. Are we getting the Master Sword here? Maybe we'll go back actually, no. By putting the sword in, we'd be going forward 7 years. Actually, no. No, duh. God, it's been so long since I played Ocarina of Time. You pull the sword out. So, actually, by putting the sword in, we'll be going back in time. So, Link's like a little kid right now, so he'll be like a baby once we put the sword in, right? See if that works. Nope, it's not quite the Temple of Time. So our two elements come out and fuse and some light into this sword. Now it turns all purple. I don't know if this is an upgrade in itself. I don't think it is. Like as far as power goes, the sword we got from Malaria is increased in power. This adds a new. What happened right here is just adds a new ability to our sword, along with the added power. So yeah, right away we technically get two sword upgrades, like in a row after beating the second dungeon. And now we have these interesting light panels on the floor. I've shown these a couple times. We've come across them a couple times, but I haven't really explained what they do because we couldn't do anything with them. But now we can. Once Elzo shuts up, we can actually charge up our sword, and then you'll see that meter go up. And once it reaches full, you actually create a little. You see that little hologram on the panel there. Well, once we go on to the other one, we create twin links. So, with this power, when you charge up your sword on one of these panels and go onto another panel, you will split off into two. Now, you won't split off into two solid links. The link on the right is a hologram, and he doesn't, can't walk through certain walls with them, so he'll go away. Like, there are many things that'll get rid of him. Like, if you take a hit, it'll go away. You can see the meter up there. It's not infinite. It will go away once that meter runs out. And also, if you try to roll, actually, the R button says cancel, so you can just hit R to cancel that. So when you're in that form, you can't really do much with the hologram, but you'll be using it for many puzzles throughout the game. So we actually will be using this feature a lot from this point on, and you'll be using it for things like this. Because these two switches will not stay down on their own, you have to have them both down at the same time, and that's how you do it. So you'll be seeing a lot of puzzles like that, and they can be pretty tricky later on once we have to maneuver our hologram links around certain obstacles. So that's really the main ability that we had to gain in order to really move on the game. To get to the next area, we needed to do that. Before we can actually get to it, I can show you why in a little bit. Probably in the next episode, because we have to end this one off pretty soon, actually. But there's going to be a little cutscene coming up here. Interesting. You're the last person I expected here. And just as I was wondering who could be behind this, I find my own master. My old master? You mean Link was your old master? I didn't know that. And as always, you're dressed in the shabbiest frags. My curses are not to be mocked. The one I cast on you is most powerful. What? No matter what power you wield, you will never break it. Haven't changed in the slightest. I should have never created that cap. It only fueled your insane desires. Fool! A hat that grants the wishes of its wearer is a spectacular creation. Thanks to you, I have gone from being a meek, minuscule nothing to the greatest sorcerer alive. You cannot stop me now, and I have you to thank for it. Accept a small gesture of gratitude from me. What is going on? What is so special about Elzo? He's just a hat. Oh, whoa, hold on. Okay, so these are moblins. This is the first time we've seen these. They're pretty simple. Once they stay off the sphere like that, they kind of block you off, but I don't know, these guys aren't that hard. But yeah, it's our first time fighting them, and once we defeat them, the rocks disappear. That foul body. What could he be scheming now? So, apparently Elzo is going to tell us a little more about himself. And he says that they are both Minish. So that's the big secret behind Vadi and Elzo. So we're going to see a nice cutscene kind of explaining that. A flashback, if you will.